I think one of the biggest learning in 2019 is to never forget about your customers. So one of the things that we did in 2019 was we took short-term gains as one of the key decision point, and we had to deal with the customer pain after that. So fortunately for us, it was not a big, it wasn't that impactful, but imagine if it was. So one of the key learnings is no matter how pressure you are and no matter how much you feel there's a need to deliver short-term gains, especially when it comes to revenue, never do it at the expense of customers. So that's one of the key learnings that I had for last year. And as we enter into the new year for 2020, our goals are very simple. It's always putting customers first. It's about creating a seamless experience for them. It is about bringing them real value, okay? And once you put that in place, the other stuff will fall in place, like revenue, market share, and the rest. So the goal for this year, again, continues our journey of focusing in customer to deliver the best-in-class service, to give them a fair experience so that we ourselves will make fair profits along the way. And never lose sight of that, because that is always the cornerstone in everything that we decide and that we will do. So that is my 2020 goals. I think the trend of technology will continue to drive what's coming up, but never lose sight of the way your customer is being defined. Their experience is always defined by the convergence of technology and the value that you are supposed to bring to them. So the way I look at it is, upcoming trends like glasses, like wearables, will continue to play a big place in customers' life. And with the inclusion of 5G and the IoT of things to come, right, things become more and more converged. But to the customer, converging with technology doesn't mean, at the expense of how they feel and how they consume a service. So I think what is to expect over the next couple of years is a balance between the technology that's coming out, okay, and putting the forefront of the customer's real experience, at a balance. And this is something that is going to be very tricky for all marketers, because there's always a balance between the tech drivers and the custodians of the customer. But that's what's happening over the next couple of years to come. The question asked to me was recommendation of book. Maybe what I would say is this: I think the consumption of knowledge needs to be very vast, because there's just too many things happening around us. Now they may come in the form of books, literature, editorial, be it digital or the more traditional way. Regardless, I think it's very important to constantly keep yourself updated with what's going on. And I also find it very interesting to read the success stories of others. So biographies are something that I strongly recommend. Not so much to emulate what they have done, but more to understand the way they thought and the way they have decided at that point in time. So I would recommend reading those kind of stuff so that you are always equipped with what's going on in the world.